Hey, what's up, guys? Coolman Junior 88 here, your independent source for wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. And yes, obviously, I'm back in my persona of Junior. Tonight, I am coming to you as your reviewer of all things music, NASCAR, and wrestling related. So here we go, folks. Here is your review for Monday Night Raw, which just went off the air at 11:05 p.m. here in the West Coast, for July 9th, 2012, I believe. Yes. Okay, so here we go. And just to preface this, before I even say anything about what was on the actual card, which I have on this tablet right here, both front and back, it was absolutely insane night, dude. I mean, I've never seen a more crazier Raw involving one girl in my entire life, and you'll understand why in just a few minutes here. The first segment, I'm not even kidding you, the first segment was an AJ promo involving CM Punk and Daniel Bryan as usual. She was referring to her duties as special guest referee at this Sunday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view, saying that she could greatly influence the outcome of this match, and she takes it very, very seriously. Then she calls CM Punk down to the ring. And this is where it gets crazy, folks. Absolutely nuts crazy. She refers to Punk that she commends him for his passion and compassion for her, but that she did not like it when he called her crazy, unstable, and all this and all that. But she basically was turned on. This is her actual words. She was actually turned on by the fact that he cared about her so much. And then, if that was not crazy enough, she literally backs away from him and says, gets on her knees and asks him to marry her. Asks CM Punk to marry her. I've never in my life seen a chick do so much in 2 weeks. Last week, or the week before that, I'm not sure, she was throwing CM Punk and CM Punk mostly, CM Punk off the top rope into Daniel Bryan through a table. I mean, is that crazy or what? Now, this week, she's asking CM Punk to marry her? That's insane shit. I'm sorry, but she's off her rocker. I enjoy her as a character. I would probably enjoy her, her geekiness, if I ever got the chance to meet her for in person. And she's my fantasy crush. Like, people say, Lita or Melina or who was it? Trish Stratus was their fantasy diva crush. Well, AJ's my fantasy diva crush. So if I ever got to meet her, I would so flip out, dude. I would stay calm, but I would totally flip out if I could beat AJ for real in real life. But the chances of that happening is like 1,000,000 to 1. On to the next segment, and the first match of the night. Sheamus versus Jack Swagger. And I didn't even know this match was going on. All I saw was Sheamus coming out to the ring, and I thought he was going to cut a promo or something about last week when Alberto Del Rio smashed the hood of his car, classic car, onto Sheamus' head. But no, all of a sudden we see Sheamus go down the ring, and then we see Jack Swagger in the ring already. Like, he didn't even come out. his full entrance or whatever. And we saw Vicky Guerrero on commentary. So Sheamus, of course, wins over Jack Swagger. Made Jack Swagger look like a rookie. I mean, made him look like this was his first night in the company or something. I mean, less than a 30-second match. Zip, zap, zoom. The road kick comes and it's over. And then Alberto Del Rio, speaking of Alberto Del Rio, he comes on the Teletron over the entranceway and says he's going to do worse to him than what he did to him the last week when he smashed the car hood on Sheamus' head at Money in the Bank. So it's crazy. Just an insane start to Monday Night Raw. And you'll see this. Most of the matches on tonight's Raw were absolutely nuts in the fact that there were no entrances whatsoever. Great example. Well, this isn't the example I was gonna state, but segment number 3 anyway was Santino and Zack Ryder promo backstage. Santino searches for the anonymous general manager. And in the beginning of the show, I forgot to mention that the anonymous general manager was the general manager for tonight's show. As we all know, on the 1000th episode of Raw will be the announcement of the permanent general manager for Raw and SmackDown. But for now, we're going through all these general managers from past. We had Vicky Guerrero. We had Teddy Long not too long ago. We had I forget the first one, but anyway, this week was the anonymous general manager, and after the whole AJ segment, the anonymous general manager comes on the computer, the infamous computer, and says that there will be a mixed tag team match between Eve and Daniel Bryan versus AJ and CM Punk. So yeah, that was that. And then we had segment number 2, Sheamus over Jack Swagger. Segment number 3, Santino Marella and Zack Ryder promo backstage. Santino vows to find out who is the anonymous general manager, so he starts his search, and it was just a wonky night. Mainly based off the AJ thing and the Santino thing. So, segment number 4. Rock tweets on Raw saying that he will expand on his intentions to be WWE champion on the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. So he is announced, along with Brock Lesnar, DX, and several others, to be on the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw in 2 weeks. Then segment number 5. This is nuts. We come back from commercial from that. We see Christian and Tyson Kidd in the ring versus Lord Tensai and Dolph Ziggler. No entrances once again. I had no idea this match was going on until we came back from the break. Anyway, Lord Tensai and Dolph Ziggler win in a flash in the pan match. I mean, not even a quality match, just a flash in the pan, zip zap zoom match. Lord Tensai and Dolph Ziggler win, and then Lord Tensai beats up Tyson Kidd once again to show him his dominance. So yeah, that was that. And then the stupid end of the night. The most stupidest end of the night well, not end of the night, but midpoint of the night of my life. Cole and Jerry Lawler were arguing about something, and Cole proceeds to spill water on Jerry Lawler. I get it. They were arguing on who should be GM, the permanent GM for Monday Night Raw, and Cole says he wants the anonymous general manager to be Monday Night Raw permanent, and King says he wants Theodore Long to be permanent GM of both Raw and SmackDown. And then Cole does a stupid thing and is with this hand gesture, and there's just happens to magically be a cup of water there, spills it over Jerry Lawler's lap, and they both get up, and then we hear the GM chime in and say that the fighting over Jerry Lawler and Cole brings back memories from WrestleMania past, and he wants to have a rematch between Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. And of course, Michael Cole doesn't want it, and he's screaming up and down like a little 12-year-old child. And so the anonymous general manager comes back and says that he's gonna let the the universe decide on WWE.com. So that's how that's left, and we move on. Then let's see. Segment number 8 was Brodus Clay versus Drew McIntyre. Of course, Brodus Clay kicks Drew McIntyre's ass. I don't know what's up with Drew McIntyre anymore. He was once a top tier guy, a top tier to a mid card guy, and now he's just kicking the bucket. So Brodus Clay kicks Drew McIntyre's ass in segment number 8. Segment number 9, we've got Santino Jericho promo backstage. Still looking for the anonymous general manager is Santino Marella. Then Show comes in Jericho's locker room. They talk about the past Jericho show, and then Show puts Jericho in his place, and blah blah blah. We move on. Segment number 10, we have Jericho and Show versus Cena and Kane. Cena cuts a promo before the match, saying that he's going to win the Money in the Bank, which, being Super Cena, I would not doubt it. I would not put it past the board of directors to allow, or creative, to allow John Cena to become Super Cena and automatically win. So I'm not looking forward to the WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match, only because they're much more deserving guys than just those 4 gentlemen. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Where were we? Yeah, then we had the actual match, Jericho, Show versus Cena and Kane, and it was ruled a no contest because I don't even know why. Big Show pulls John Cena off the count. John Cena was on top of Chris Jericho. Show pulls him off, and it's automatically ruled a no contest. No counting, no nothing. This, as far as the matches are concerned, was a complete and utter freak out. I don't know what the deal was tonight, but the referees, the entrance people were completely off sync, and I don't know what the deal was. So yeah. We move on from that. Eve, CM Punk backstage. Eve basically putting down AJ's proposal. Basically telling CM Punk, if you don't say yes to this proposal, there's no telling what AJ would do at later on in the night, or even at Money in the Bank during the championship match. So that pisses CM Punk off. We move on. Santino Marella still looking for the anonymous general manager. Segment number 12. Then we move on to segment number 13. Money in the Bank qualifying match. Sin Cara versus Heath Slater. Of course, Sin Cara gets the final SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank slot. So there are about 1,000 more, and I use that as an exaggeration. 1,000 more percent activity in the Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship than there is for the WWE Championship, and I myself will be interested to see the World Heavyweight Championship ladder match more than the WWE Championship ladder match. Now we move on to segment number 14. As we all know, we've had legends come back. We've had Doink the Clown, Diamond Dallas Page, Psycho Sid come back. We've had Wendy Richter and that rocker shit come back. We've had Roddy Piper come back. This week we have Bob Backlund returns and wins over Heath Slater because he's pissed off that he lost against Sin Cara. So Heath Slater cuts a promo. Send me anybody down, any former champion. His name's Jericho. He names Cena. He names Show. Anybody. And Bob Backlund shows up as the special guest for the Legend thing leading up to the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. So, yeah. Segment number 15. The WWE Universe wanted to see the rematch from WrestleMania between Cole and King. Of course, we had Josh Matthews and Booker T come out to commentate the match. King's already in the ring. Cole's getting in the ring, and then Cole slides out the ring because he doesn't want the match. Then Booker T gets off the announce desk, puts Cole back in the ring. Jerry Lawler proceeds to kick his ass, Cole's ass, and basically win. Then the Raw general manager gets on, the Raw anonymous general manager gets on the computer and says that he's going to overturn the decision, and it's complete and utter crap. So I don't understand that part at all. It was King won over Cole, but the decision was overturned and Cole won over King. So segment number 16, Santino Marella finally finds the anonymous general manager, and you'll never guess who it was. It was Hornswoggle. So that's all I gotta say about that. Segment number 17, mixed tag team match, the main event of the night. AJ Punk versus Eve and Daniel Bryan. Who won that match? Who won that match? Who won? Oh, CM Punk and AJ won that match. Thanks to AJ, I believe. And so at the end of the match, at the beginning of the show, she says after the match is announced that AJ says that she's gonna leave with her her man after both. She proposed to CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan proposed to AJ. She says after the match she's gonna leave with her man. So the end of the match comes, and CM Punk graciously and respectfully declines cutting a very, very succinct promo stating that he does not want to yank her chain and all this and all that, play with her emotions, and does it very tastefully, very nicely, and AJ proceeds to slap both Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. So I don't know what's gonna happen this Sunday night, Money in the Bank pay-per-view in oh, I forgot, Arizona. This Sunday night in Arizona. So yeah, I believe it's Arizona. Anyway, or was that Bound for Glory for TNA? Not sure now. They said it. I'm not sure now. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in Money in the Bank. I also want to show you guys something very, very special. Something that I thought I wouldn't get until later on in the year, maybe even September, late August. But my mom, whom I love very, very much, surprised me with this, folks. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is a reservation card. And what this allows me to do is, this reserves me a copy of the new latest edition or installment of Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed 3. And what's cool about this is I've never gotten this edition. I've got, I don't know if you can see that or not, the red lettering, it says contains Target exclusive content. I don't know if that's an extra map pack. I don't know if that's an extra costume for Connor, who's the antagonist for this version of this latest installment, of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I don't know if that's soundtrack for this, a free soundtrack download for this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the content is, but I've got my copy of, basically on paper, I've basically got my copy of Assassin's Creed 3, which comes out October 30th, 2012. And I'm very, very ecstatic. I have all the previous iterations from the original Assassin's Creed to all the way up to Revelations. So I've followed the entire story of Desmond Miles, and I heard that he's going to be in this game, and I heard that this is going to be his last game featuring Desmond Miles. So I love history, so I cannot wait to see what content I get. I cannot wait to play the game. I've beaten all the other iterations. Like I said, I have them all. I beat them all. Not 100%, mind you. I rushed Assassin's Creed 1, so, and I methodically went through Assassin's Creed 2, but I only got 90% on that. And Assassin's Creed Revelations, I never messed with that one, so, but I played it for a couple weeks, and I never messed with it again, so, I'll be ecstatic and excited to see where, this Assassin's Creed is gonna go, especially with 30 years before the Revolutionary War and 30 years after the Revolutionary War, and of course the hunting of the animals and everything else. So with George Washington in the game as well. Once again, this has been your Monday Night Raw review for July 9th, 2012, and I've got my copy basically of Assassin's Creed 3. So there you go, folks. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for another video of mine tomorrow night. Destination X pay-per-view review from this past Sunday night. Actually, not this past. Yeah, this past Sunday night. As well as your review of Money in the Bank this coming Sunday night as well in a few weeks. So, this is Coolman Jr. 88 signing out, showing you my Assassin's Creed on paper copy of my reservation card. Or no, showing you my reservation card for my on paper copy of Assassin's Creed 3. And I'm very excited. Thank you for watching. Peace out.